Hi everyone, welcome back to our biology class. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is sporulation or spore formation. Do you have any idea about it? Okay, let us discuss now what it is. Sporulation is the formation of spores by the process of multiple fission. Spores are resistant asexual bodies surrounded by a cyst wall. Due to the presence of cyst wall, spores can survive under unfavorable conditions like desiccation and extreme of temperature. When conditions become favorable, the cyst wall ruptures and spores grow into adults. Sporulation is not only a means of asexual reproduction but also a means of survival during unfavorable environment and a means of dispersal to a new location. Spore formation is found in algae, fungi, bryophytes and pteridophytes and also in protozoans. These spores may be thin-walled or thick-walled or motile or non-motile. These are of the following type. They are zoospores, sporangiospores, Canadia, chlamydospores, etc. are the types of spores. Let us discuss all these very clearly. First, we can start from a spore. What is a spore? Listen, this is the structure of a spore. It consists of a hard protective wall. That hard protective wall we can call as cyst. Actually, the cyst wall will protect the spore from unfavorable conditions like desiccation. What is desiccation? Drying of body and from extreme temperature. When the condition becomes favorable, what will break? The cyst wall will break and what will come out? The spores will come out. And later on it will grow as a new individual. Is it clear? Next we discussed the spore formation is not only a means of asexual reproduction but also means of survival during unfavorable environmental conditions. Also, it is a mean of dispersal to new locations. Next, in which type of organisms we can see this spore formation? The organism like algae, fungi, bryophytes, pteridophytes and protozoans. In these organisms we can see sporulation or spore formations. Next, the spores may be thin-walled or thick-walled, motile or non-motile. These are some characteristic features of spores. Let us discuss the types of spores based on these following characters. First spore is zoospores. Zoospore can be seen in the following organisms like Eulothrus. This is Eulothrus. Okay. Next, Udagonium. This is Udagonium. Next, Chlamydomonas. And this following organisms, what we can see? We can see zoosports. What it is? These are microscopic flagellated and motile spores produced inside zoosporangium. These are without a resistant covering, that means it is naked, and are dispersed by swimming method. These are formed in certain algae. Already I told the name of algae like Chlamydomonas, Eulothrus, Oediconium, and fungi like albugo and phytophthora. In these organisms, we can see which type of spore? Zoospore. What it is? It is a motile flagellated spot produced inside the zoosporangia. Zoosporangia are the structure where the formation of this zoospore take place. Is it clear? Come to the second type of spore, that is sporangiospores. These are non-motile and non-flagellated thin-walled spores that are formed inside the sporangia in a large number. These are also called endospores. These are dispersed by wind and germinate into new mycelia. These are formed in rhizopus and mucor. Once again, listen. Let us discuss about sporangiospores. What is the nature of these sporangiospores? These are non-motile, that means it cannot move, and non-flagellated. Flagella is a whip-like structure present in this organism for movement. This flagella is absent in this spore, so we can call it as non-flagellated. And thin-walled spores. The spore wall is very thin in nature, and also they are formed inside the sporangia. This is the sporangia. In this sporangia only these spores are forming. That's why we are calling it as an endospores. Next, these are dispersed by wind and germinate into new mycelia. What is mycelia? The bench of hyphae we are calling as the mycelia, and aerial hyphae we are calling, or aerial hypha or hyphae we can call as sporangiophore. Okay, in this sporangiophore only what is present? Sporangium is present. Inside this sporangium only what is forming? Sporangiospores are forming. Is it clear? Okay. Next type of spore is Canadia. Canadia are non-motile fungal spores produced singly or in chains by the constriction of tips of special hyphal branches called conidiophores. These are dispersed by wind. After dispersal, conidia germinate by giving out germ tubes. These are formed in Aspergillus and Penicillium. Listen, once again we can discuss what is conidia. But it is conidia are non-motile fungus or fungal spores produced singly or in a chains by the constriction of tips of special hyphal branches called conidiophores. Okay, this is the conidiospores. In this conidiospores only what can produce or conidia can produce. Conidia is produced from conidiospore. Okay, these are dispersed by wind. After the formation of conidia dispersed by wind. After dispersal, conidia germinate by giving out germ tube. These are formed in fungus like aspergillus and penicillium. Is it clear? Okay. Come to the last type of spore, that is chlamydospores. These are rusting spots with thick and resistant covering to survive in unfavorable conditions. These are formed from hyphal cells. The hyphal cells store reserve food, round off and secrete thick wall to form chlamydospores. On the approach of suitable conditions, each chlamydospore germinates into a mycelium. Example, Rhizopus and Agaricus. In these organisms, we can see chlamydospores. Let us discuss more about chlamydospores. Listen, these are rusting spots, that means non-motile in nature and having a thick and resistant covering. What is the need of this thick and resistant covering? To survive in unfavorable conditions. These are formed from hyphal cells. What is a hypha or hyphae? Hypha means a thread-like structure present in the fungal thallus. And network of hyphae we can call as mycelia or mycelium. And from this hyphal cell only what is forming? These chlamydospores are forming. The hyphal cells store this reserved food, and after storing reserved food it will round off and secrete a thick wall to form chlamydospores. Like this way only chlamydospores are forming. When favorable conditions comes, each chlamydospores germinate into mycelium. It is the singular form of mycelia. Okay. Then examples of these chlamydospores are Rhizopus and Agaricus. In these organisms we can see chlamydospores. Okay, these are the types of spores based on the characters like thick wall, thin wall, or motile and non-motile. Okay, learn this much and I will come with a new video in next class. Till then, bye.